Study: vegetarian blood is 8x more effective at killing cancer cells. Yes, we all love eating junk food. It tastes great, but it's not worth it. It's loaded with fats and bad carbs and you will sluggish after that. And we're not just talking about burgers or pizza, we're also talking about chips, candy, frozen dinners, soda, processed meats. Unfortunately, the real and ugly truth is that fast food chains are in every town and city in the industrial world. And I also think that we all know that many people around the world are becoming more aware of what they eat, which is a good thing, and given the drastic and frightening increases in the rates of obesity, heart disease, diabetes and cancers in the countries where these types of food are part of a regular diet, beginning to consider other options. Just think about it. Here's what you need to know. A recent study published in 2005 in the Journal of Urology has examined the effects of a vegan diet on the progression of prostate cancer. The researchers said that all subjects had biopsy-confirmed cancer and had not undergone any conventional treatment. Note: you should know that the experimental group ate a vegan diet supplemented with fish oil, soy protein, selenium and vitamin C. It was further required to participate in at least 30 minutes a day of moderate aerobic exercise, walking, stress management techniques, yoga-based stretching, deep breathing, meditation and imagery, and a 1-hour weekly group support session. The control group had no restrictions or requirements. The experts also mentioned that the baseline measurements of cancer activity, prostate-specific antigen, PSA, in the blood of all subjects showed no significant difference. At the end of a year, however, there was a marked difference in blood serum between the two groups, the lead researchers of this study said. PSA decreased 4% in the experimental group but increased 6% in the control group, p equals 0.016. The growth of uncapped prostate cancer cells, American type culture collection, Manassas, Virginia, was inhibited almost 8 times more by serum from the experimental than from the control group, 70% vs 9%, p 0.001. Changes in serum PSA and also in uncapped cell growth were significantly associated with the degree of change in diet and lifestyle. Let me say it in the simplest way possible: without any conventional cancer treatment and changes only to diet and lifestyle, there was a significant reduction in cancer activity in the blood of the men on the vegan diet. Cancer growth was inhibited 8 times more than in the men who made no such changes, whose PSA increased in a year's time. You should also know that other studies support the theory that a vegetarian or vegan diet offers protection from other types of cancer as well. You should also know that a group of experts at the Loma Linda University in California found. The experts say that the vegan diet will lower the risk for overall and female-specific cancer than other dietary patterns. The lacto-ovo vegetarian diet seemed to confer protection from cancers of the gastrointestinal tract. A different, more recent study discovered that. Here's what you need to know. Well, plant-based diets, vegetarian and vegan diets, are generally considered to be cancer protective, but unfortunately just a few studies have directly addressed this question. The experts say that plant-based foods such as fruits and vegetables, plant constituents such as fiber, antioxidants and other phytochemicals, and achieving and maintaining a healthy weight to reduce risk of cancer diagnosis and recurrence. And you should also know that the experts have linked meat, especially red and processed meats, consumption with increased risk of different types of cancer. This means that you should add more fruits and vegetables to your healthy diet, and avoid red meat and processed foods. We all know that unfortunately meat isn't what it used to be. Agree? Before the industrial age we all ate meat that wasn't processed in a factory or raised on a farm under adverse conditions. Animals were allowed to graze and engage in natural behaviors. They weren't fed an unnatural diet of cheap chemical-laden grains to make them bigger. Meat was preserved and cured with salt and minerals, not injected with dyes and carcinogens. And when it comes to fish, fish were caught in unpolluted rivers and seas, not kept in underwater pens or processed into products to look like something else. This is really important for you to remember. We often forget that what the animals eat, we eat. Unfortunately, the meat has always been part of the human diet. Why? because the meat offers some nutrients that are difficult to get in plants. But as we mentioned before, the meat isn't what it used to be, and humans are generally eating way too much of it. And once again, you should remember that you should avoid red meat and processed foods, because they're loaded with harmful chemicals which are the main cause for cancer. We really hope you find this video helpful, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family. Thank you.